everyone. As you can tell, it is once again package day, and package days are, always just freaking awesome. This time I've got another package from K1 Locks. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, I would recommend doing so. He's becoming a pretty good picker pretty quick. He can tear open some challenge locks, and he can make up some pretty cool stuff. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what K1 stuck in here for me today. He said he had a special box, or a box of special stuff for me set aside. So we'll take a look at it. Now, I'm not showing you my P.O. box this time because he sent it to my normal mailing address. So let's have a peek. Wow, I see some good stuff right off the bat. Oh yeah, I see a lot of good stuff right off the bat here. Wow. Okay, I see an American Lock 1100 series. I would assume that it's stock. Just an assumption. It's not tagged or anything. That's why I say that. But very cool. I love picking American locks. They're always fun to pick. I mean, always. Then I've got this WB. It's got AVA on the side of it. No key, but it's a pretty easy keyway to get into there. All right, and let's see here. I got this lock here. And see, this is a 42. Oops, I'm dropping ball bearings. He just picked this one not too long ago. And I was having some issues with the key sticking. And the key did stick from time to time originally, but oh, there we go. That actually started turning on me there. I might have to do a little bit of adjustment on my pins. It's kind of taking a little bit of rocking to get this thing to open up. But it's not that bad. I'll go ahead and get this one fixed up, and then I'll get it back out into circulation. And let's see here, what do I got here? It's got a tag and a severely mummied key, and this is pinned by Big Willie. I don't think I've actually picked any of Big Willie's locks yet, guys. That's pretty cool, and it's a quick set. So that'll be a fun one to get into. Quick sets make really interesting challenge locks. They could be very hard. They could be easy. They can give you a lot of feedback. Or not. Really, really interesting. Alright, so let's take a look at this one. The Gold Dragon. I think I have actually picked this one already. I've picked several of his dragons. I don't know. I'll have to go back through my videos and make sure. But nonetheless, it's here, and I've got it. So, I might pick it again if I haven't already. I can't remember if I've picked this one or not. But I picked several of those dragons. Oh, that's that Big Willie lock. I'm opening it back up. Okay, I've got a Yale style keyway here. Oh, pinned by steel pinnings. So I know for a fact then if it's pinned by steel pinnings, guys, it's going to be a fun lock to get into. He makes some really challenging locks, really fun locks, and does an excellent job with his custom pin placement. He knows how to make them work, I tell you that much. Alright, so we'll set that one over there. Let me make sure I put this Golden Dragon back in the bag here too. There we go. I got one more loose lock here. Dr. Feedback by West Coast Picks. Another awesome West Coast Pick lock. His locks are just awesome to pick. This one has a little bit of a hang up when you want to turn a key the clockwise direction. But other than that, it's fairly smooth. I mean, the key goes in easily. Nice little challenging bitting there. I'm looking forward to that. I love Harley's locks. They're just, guys, if you haven't picked a West Coast Picks lock, you're missing out. They're fun picks. Alright, we got this bag of stuff here. And I imagine this is all challenge locks. Just imagine. A 60-second day, I guess. Yeah. And this is a Corbin Russ one. Yep. And very challenging bitting there. Wow. That's pretty cool. He's got K1 stamped on it, so we definitely know it's a challenge lock. And that thing is just smooth. Yeah, and just shake it and it rolls around. So that's a really good job on that one. Okay, I've got another one here. This one's just called Silly. It's a quick set style. Another really challenging bitting. Man, that pin right there is all the way up sky high. And there's definitely some love going on because a little bit of hanging up after I put that key in there. I got to tap it down a little bit. So I bet there's probably a pin and pin in there causing that. Maybe. I don't know. A lot of times when I don't cut my pin and pins quite right, I get that where I got to tap it a little bit. Okay, then I got the Runner, my K1 locks. Trying to see what that key says on it. No, key place. Okay. Very challenging bitting. Looks like pin 6 is all the way on the floor down here, though, so may not have to pick that one very much. But I got some high one right here, right after these lows. It's going to be a fun pick. Well, the key worked because it was in there and turned. There we go. There we go. I got it turned backwards, so that'll work. So if push came to shove, I can get this thing to open with a key. That's good enough for me. All right. There's this awesome stuff that K1 sent me. Lock of mine that I got to repair, so no biggie there. Let me drop this stuff down inside so I don't lose it. Yeah. I'm going to set this off to the side. I'll get that going later. And a little bit of an update that I need to give you guys. The kick cylinders that West Coast Picks sent, every last one of them is keyed up and working now. So the first batch of 5 has already been mailed out. And I've got all these other batches. If they're taped up like this, then that means that they are keyed alike. So I didn't have enough keys to go around. I did find some more Wiser keys to be able to get these going, so that did help out some. But those Schlegs, I couldn't come across any of those. But every single one of these is keyed up to a key and working. And it's just up to you guys that I send these to turn these into challenge locks. Because they're not challenge locks yet, but they will be when you're done with them. Alright, but I'll be sending, there's one set, there's a set, and there's a set. I'll be sending these out today. So by the time you see this video, they'll already be on the way to you. So next up, what do I want to do? I want to pick a lock. I've not picked any of K1's challenge locks before, and I'm going to see if I can fail on a picking out of the box, which I've done many times. So I'm going to start off with a challenge lock. I'm going to go with this quick set here that he calls Silly. And I have a feeling that I want to need a pretty tall pick. It's almost like he knew that extreme biddings are one of my weaknesses. There we go. Get that camera arranged just right. Make sure it does still work. Okay, maybe I got that too tight. There we go. Yep, I had that too tight. So let's actually try to lower it down. Clamp it up right here. That's working. Okay, we'll see how that works for us. If not, then I might grab a piece of leather and go after it. All right, let's scoop these out of the way here. And, well, I want to use my new 50,000th stop of the keyway. Probably going to be my new favorite tension bar. Just got this from Sparrows. All right, so I want to go in here. Nothing on 1. Nothing on 2. Little click out of 3. Okay, so that was my first round on that one. So let's go the other direction real quick. Okay, just feeling around. Okay, click from 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 3, nothing on 4. 5 is binding. And we're open. Okay. I don't know what I did there, but I got it. And I'm not going to call a gift horse in the mouth. I've gotten lucky a few times before. So let's go ahead and take this guy apart and see what K1 stuck in here for me. Okay. And there's our little spring. Okay, definitely won't need that follower or that follower, so let me get the right one. It's around here somewhere. Uh-huh. There's one of them. Not the one I'm looking for, but we'll use this one. Where is my normal follower at? Oh, I know where it's at. We'll just use this one. Let's go ahead and shim this one. I didn't feel anything T-pinish, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. Okay, you can see all the pins here. They are all in, and pretty wild little bitting here. That's a little bitty pin there in chamber 3. Okay, I've got a serrated spool, another serrated spool, little bitty standard, well, I might call that a spooled T-pin, and then a serrated. So looking like some pretty good pins here. We're going to zoom in on those again here in a minute. let's take a look at what's inside and see what kind of stuff I kind of avoided there somehow. But yeah, I see really sharp fine threads in chambers 1, 2, and 5. Chamber 3 is bone stock. And chamber 4 is countermilled. That is definitely countermilling. So he put a lot of work into that one. Okay, I need my tweezers. Okay, I've got a serrated with a steel spring. Chamber 2 is either empty or it's got such a weak spring it's not even coming above the shear line. Chamber 2's got nothing. Chamber 3 is a standard. Okay, 4 is stuck. And here's 5. Let me see if I can't get some pins out here. And there actually is a pin down there in 3. It's kind of stuck though. Okay, there's 4. And here's the spring from 4. Okay, I see what's going on with 2. And you guys should be able to see this if I show you. If you can see right there, there's a little bit of spring coming up. And it looks like pin 2 is wrapped around the spring from chamber 3. That's kind of going back around to into chamber 3 a little bit. So it's definitely, I think that's exactly what's happening here. So let me see if I can put that where something is magnetic. Let's see if I can get my pliers out and get a hold of that. Come on, I really want to see what he put in here. There we go. There it is. It's loose. And this spring right here from chamber 3 was bent over and hanging into chamber 2. So it looks like we just had a little bit of issue with spring. So let's go ahead and show you here what K1 put in here. So let me move this back so I can reach it a little bit easier. Alright, I'm seeing some pretty cool looking pins. This pin in pin 1 is a very nice spooled serrated. Very cool looking pin. Then a nice serrated right behind it. 2 is another serrated spool, very nicely made, with a spool that's kind of got a little bit of a step down in it. Then standards in chamber 3. Chamber 4 has a really nice spool T-pin key pin with a nice spool above it, just like the spool in chamber 2. And then I've got a serrated in 5. And let me turn this one just a little bit, another serrated here with really sharp serrations down here. So really cool. K1, I'll go ahead and fix up your spring. I got some springs real similar to these. I'll go ahead and replace that one, and you should be good to go. So K1, thanks for the parcel. I really appreciate it. All these locks are great. I'll get 42 fixed up and back out in circulation. And everyone else, please stay safe. Don't do anything illegal. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe.